Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna give it a second though. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Let It Be Known. I'm Darren Randall, and that's we back with.
Hey, I'm
My bad.
yeah, I'm
Hey,
co-host with Martin
hey,
Moody. That's all
y'all
good.
gonna we go no, nah. Look, listen, y'all. We gonna get this right. Me and Lamar been practicing,
All right, all right,
and we already knew this was gonna happen. But eventually, it's gonna get there. But we're gonna restart right here.
all right.
Done.
I was thinking about what I was gonna say. I already had it.
Nah, that was my fault though. That was my fault. All right,
Mm.
turn around. Let me turn around real quick. Lamar, turn around real quick. All right, nah, nigga, turn around. Like turn your whole head around, and I'm gonna turn this way. All right, 10,
All
3,
right.
2, 1. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to
Mm.
Let It Be Known. I'm Darren Randall.
And I'm your co-host Lamar Moody. And then today we're gonna be talking about, hold on. Did you say let it be
You,
known though? You didn't say
yeah,
you didn't
oh
say the
my god.
thing. But
You
anyway, it's all
know
good.
what?
Hey,
Welcome back to Let It Be
hey,
Known.
welcome.
Anyways,
Hey, what?
welcome back to Let It Be.
Yeah,
Welcome back to Let
welcome.
It Be
Let it be
Known.
known. Today we're gonna be diving a little bit into Odell Beckham Jr. Signing, and then we're gonna dive into a little bit into that Rudy Gobert that suspension a little bit, man.
First of all, I hope y'all had a good Easter. He has risen was yesterday. All praise, all praise. But XFL, I feel like XFL kept us a little bit entertained. I wasn't even on the schedule, but I had to bring that up because me and you, I was with Lamar yesterday. We was over there kicking and just chilling, and we was watching the game. We came back, we was about to eat, and we was like, "Damn, bro! Like, what is there to watch?" All the NBA games is all at 12:30. All of the whole NBA
Yeah,
schedule, they all played at the same time because everyone was trying to figure out how the playing schedule was going to end up playing out. And
yeah.
then I was
Which
just
we
flipping
both,
through, and
yeah,
you
I would
said
say we
what
both
you
kind of agree. Like that was kind of we both kind of agree. Like, damn, the NBA should kind of spread that schedule out a little bit, even though we knew, like we knew why they did it. We knew why they played all the games at the same time. They didn't want to really sit nobody, but it seemed like players were still sitting anyway. So they should just kind
right.
of spread the games out, especially knowing it was Easter. They should have had like at least one game at the nighttime and then had another game around like 5 o'clock. You feel me? So
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. Yeah, I was like, at least okay. So the teams that have, the teams that games actually matter, like the Lakers games. Okay, all those could be at 12:30, but the teams that are already clinched, let's say like the Kings versus like a Warriors or something, you could have put that at like 5, or not the Warriors. Let's say example like the Kings played the Pacers or something. You could have had a game like that at 5 o'clock. That would have gave us at least something to watch. You could have watched both of the benches play against each other, and that would have been a little bit of a game. But anyways, we started scrolling through, and I was like, "Damn, bro, the XFL is on." We ended up finding an XFL game, and DC put up a game. To what is it? Tamahu, is that his name for
Jordan Tamu,
Jordan Tamu? And
Jordan
then
Tamu, yeah, Tamu.
on the other side, you had the Sea Dragons, and they was both. So coming in, they was what 6-1, and then you had the Sea Dragons that was 5-2. So that both of the teams was good. They were both competing for the playoffs, and I think DC clinched their division clinched their division yesterday. So that was good football. Like it kept me entertained on Easter. It kept me something to watch. It gave me some sports to watch late at night. Jordan Tamahu, he put up 17 for 26, 247 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Like he had a game. And then Ben DiNucci, he put up 28 for 42, 301, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. So both quarterbacks kept us entertained. You seen Josh Gordon making plays, and I don't remember we're talking about when he was on the sideline and Josh Gordon made that one play or that one catch, and I was like, damn, I don't know if that was out of bounds or not.
Yeah,
It looked like his
and he
foot
ran
might
that
have
dude
been
over.
right. And I
Oh
don't know.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, you know what I'm talking about? When it was like it was probably like the
No,
third or
yeah,
fourth quarter. Yeah, they threw it to the
yeah. I
sideline,
know.
and then they have the dude from the XFL that always does the review, and he be bullshitting. And I swear he'd be like, "Okay, uh, you know, it's not clear evidence. Even though I see his foot on the white line, it's not clear evidence. He's probably out of bounds. He's probably not out of bounds. We're gonna call him in and stick to the original call on the field." I'm like, bro, I already knew. Remember, I told you I was like, he's gonna say Josh Gordon was in bounds no matter what. I told you
Hmm.
he's gonna bullshit, and he
He
probably
was in
was. He
bounds though.
probably was. I think he was in bounds though too. I agree. I think he was, but yeah. Anyways, I feel like Josh Gordon. That was raw. It was good to see. It was just good football. It kept me entertained on the Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
XFL is here to stay, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, my bad. I definitely feel like the XFL's here to stay though. That game, like you said, was very entertaining though, especially for me. I agree. Like I was like, damn, what we gonna watch? And then when we seen XFL on, I was like, I kind of like, my eyes got kind of big, like, oh shit, like for sure, because to be honest, I ain't gonna lie. Like I've been keeping up with like the highlights, some sort,
Right,
but I haven't really been able to really sit down and watch a full game just because I've been, working and going to school, and trying to do podcasts stuff like that. But
right, right.
you know, it was a
And
good.
that's
Yeah,
also
I had time to watch it yesterday, and I was like, man, I was entertained for sure. It was a great game all the way down to the wire. I think I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think DC they won by like 1 point or something like that.
right, right. Yeah, they did. It was like 33-34. And but I feel like that's on us too. We got to get up on it. But the playoffs about to start, so we for sure gonna be in tune. Because if the NFL was on, I ain't gonna lie, we would have found a way to make some time. But I ain't gonna lie. But
Mhm.
that's just the XFL. Like they're earning their stripes, and it's good to see. I feel like this XFL is here to stay. The first season's going great, and I can't wait for the next season because they're going to get better talent. They're going to get top recruits from college ball. A lot of these Canadian players are going to try to start trying out because a lot of these players didn't. It's probably a lot of Canadian players that could have been in the XFL but probably didn't believe in it like that. Probably so they're like, I ain't about to take that risk. I'm probably going to be making less money. But next season the money's going to start going up. I'm pretty sure they probably got the
For real.
biggest ratings they ever got just on Easter Sunday because that was pretty much the only thing to watch. So I'm pretty sure they had
Hell
probably
yeah,
they probably had
hella
breaker
viewers.
numbers yesterday. You feel me? So it's good for football, and that's gonna help. That's gonna help the NFL. That's gonna help everything. But we got to talk about NBA first. We got to talk about Rudy Gobert. Let me pull this up real quick.
Rudy.
Rudy, they gave up a lot. I wish damn. I thought I had a. I thought you able to pull up what they had. Let me see with the trade that they gave up for Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, hold on. I think I Rudy Gobert. Oh,
Yeah. So this was from ESPN. So breaking Timberwolves center Rudy Gobert isn't traveling with the team to face LA and won't play in the Lakers on Tuesday in the play-in tournament, sources tell. So that was breaking news. That was after Rudy Gobert incident yesterday with his teammate. After the scuffle broke down on the bench with Kyle Anderson, they got into it. I want to say he called. They were saying like shut your. I want to say Kyle Anderson told Rudy Gobert to shut his bitch ass up. Told him to sit his ass down. Rudy Gobert, I think they said that Rudy Gobert was trying to plead his case, saying that he was actually playing through an injury. I also heard that was a rumor. So when that whole thing broke loose, I didn't feel like that should deserve suspension because we also seen with the Clippers though. Who was that? That was with Plumlee and who was it? Was it Matt? Who was the guard for the Clippers?
Plumlee and Bones Highland.
Plumlee and Bones Highland when they got into it, and they got into an altercation. They got in each other's faces, and he pushed them just like we seen in the other game, just like we seen with Rudy Gobert. To me, it looked like I didn't feel like the punch deserved the suspension because look, you're going against the Los Angeles Lakers in a play-in tournament, the biggest game of the year, when the Timberwolves just gave up 4, 5, 6 pieces just to acquire this center to match him up with Karl-Anthony Towns. They're just getting in the groove, and now you're asking Anthony Edwards, your star guard, to go out there and win against the Los Angeles Lakers and Anthony Davis, LeBron James, in a Laker team that's rolling against with the underhand Timberwolves team. Like it's asking a lot, and I feel like they are trying to prove a point. They're trying to send a message, but look, this is not the message to send. Look, okay, if you're gonna sit them for the first half, the first quarter, but look, y'all ain't worked all season. Rudy Gobert made a mistake, but it's competitiveness, and you get into it with your teammates. Sometimes you see two back-to-back games on the same day. Two teammates got into physical altercations. I know one was a punch, but it was a soft punch to the arm to me. So I honestly feel like that. I don't feel like Rudy Gobert should have been suspended for this one game. It's gonna hurt him in the long run. It might ruin the chemistry with Anthony Edwards. He might feel like, you know what, I can't do this no more. Get me up out of here. I understand. He probably agrees. You know what he did was fucked up. Rudy Gobert should not have done that. But you fucking it up. Like he's trying to win a championship.
No, yeah. I mean, to be honest too, like I'm like 50-50. I'm not gonna lie. I'm 50-50 just because I definitely agree though. I feel like you playing in a big time game against the Lakers. They know the Lakers, they pretty hot right now, even though they lost a few games, but I feel like the Lakers are pretty hot. They're sitting in a great spot. They're sitting in a great position right now. But I don't know how else you can punish. Like I feel like you gotta punish him for because he the one that initiated it first. Like even though they was going back and forth, his words. But for you to physically get that mad and put your hands on somebody, though, I'm saying though, it wasn't like the Bones Highland one where they both was each other face. Like they was both physically. This is the difference though. Highland and Plumlee, they got so physically close to where Highland pushed him. He like pushed him. He didn't sock him. He pushed him. So with the Kyle Anderson and Rudy Gobert, they were a distance away and they were talking shit to each other. And I'm pretty sure Kyle Anderson probably said some shit that really sparked Gobert, and his long ass reached over and socked him in the chest. But Gobert, in his mind, I'm pretty sure he's smart enough to know not to punch. He could have punched him in the face. He didn't want to punch him in the face.
He didn't want to fuck him up. He didn't want to actually hurt him, bro. He gave him a soft love tap, brotherly, argument tap. He wasn't trying to hurt him. He wasn't trying to,
that wasn't no
he wasn't trying to drink. I know he wasn't trying to drink, but he wasn't trying to drink.
He punched him pretty hard in the chest, though, in my opinion. The way he punched him in the chest reminds me of the way my uncle used to fucking punch me in my chest when I used to get into it with my mama and get smart. My mama called my uncle like, "Yep, Lamar over here talking crazy." What? My uncle will be over there in 10 seconds. Lamar, what you say? So he take his watch off. Yeah. Right in the chest. I'm like, but yeah, bro. I just feel like it's something that has to be done though. Obviously, like the NBA didn't do anything. Maybe the NBA agrees with me and you, like maybe it's not really warranted a suspension. It wasn't really no punches in the face thrown or nobody get knocked out. No, nothing crazy like that. And it was between teammates. But the Timberwolves, obviously, their organization, it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's in turmoil because they seem like they're a pretty young team and they all really do like each other. These are obviously two new players that just came to their team this year, so that might got something to do with it a little bit. They don't really have that chemistry. How Cat and Edwards do, because they've been playing with each other for like 2-3 years. So
that's honestly.
But yeah, true. I don't know. I agree though. I agree with the suspension though. Cause I even said that from the beginning, just because I knew it though. I think you remember, Darren. I told you I was like, bruh, he might get suspended, bro. I wouldn't.
Hey, Lamar,
but
you got cut out for a second.
I think my Wi-Fi went out for a little bit. My shit look kind of blurry, looky.
Nah, you good.
Oh, okay. Nah, but yeah, I would try to find some other way to try to punish him, maybe in practice or something, like, I hate to use the word punish because it's like, why you punishing a man for feeling some type of way when I'm pretty sure Kyle Anderson called him a bitch or whatever he called him, but you just can't do that out in public. You can't make our team look bad and just make our team look bad and make us look like we're an undisciplined team, so. And my bad to keep talking, but it just kind of makes Rudy Gobert really look bad too, because he got into it with Donovan Mitchell. They wasn't able to really play with each other, and Donovan Mitchell had some words, after the season saying like he wasn't, like their relationship never really was the same. Like he never really got to really have that chemistry with Rudy Gobert. That's why he kind of left, or he was willing to leave. So
yeah, and Donovan Mitchell, it worked out for him after he left. Look at the Cavaliers now. They said Mitchell could have.
Well, honestly, I think Gobert left before. I think Gobert left first though, so he probably wanted Gobert to get traded though.
But they both got traded in the same offseason, right?
Nah, because Donovan Mitchell got traded during the year.
Oh yeah, you're right. But it was same. But they both got traded during the same year, though, right?
Yeah.
So that whole thing that whole team pretty much was done like probably like a season or two ago. They tried to push it when they acquired Mike Conley, but we already knew they never was establishing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But we also got to talk about the NFL. We got to talk about Odell Beckham Jr. I know me and you both thought Odell was gonna go to the New York Jets. Team up with Aaron Rodgers, even though Aaron Rodgers hasn't officially been traded yet. We both thought he was going to end up going over there. You able to see this?
No. To be honest, I got just a few words on that. I don't think he went to the Jets because I agree with you. I thought he for sure was going to the Jets too. but I don't think he went. I don't think he went because the bag that they offered, the Ravens
Wait, hold
offered,
on, hold on, hold
and
on.
then
I know.
also,
Let me.
oh,
I ain't
okay,
even let the people
sorry,
knows yet. Let me let them know,
sorry.
man. But yeah, so Odell Beckham Jr. though, so we got to talk about him. So he just got paid. So breaking Odell Beckham Jr. signs a 1 year deal worth up to 18 mil with the Ravens, and so basically he got $15 million guaranteed. That's a lot. 15 million for a guy that hasn't even played a snap in a whole season. But we both talked about this, and we're like, this means Lamar Jackson's for sure signing. He's coming back. There's no way Odell's signing with the Ravens without Odell, and no way, it just didn't make sense. So then that later this came out that I guess the Ravens are in good talks with Lamar right now, and I guess Lamar guaranteed Odell that he's going to be signing with the Ravens. So now, and they both went to the club the same night after he signed with them. So it's looking good with the Ravens right now. And like I was saying, me and you both thought that he was probably gonna possibly go to the New York Jets, maybe the Cowboys, a couple other teams, but I don't think me and you ever thought he was going to the Ravens. But like, what was your take on this?
To be honest, bro, I hate to play spoiler, but I still don't think Lamar gonna sign with the Ravens. I don't know. I don't know. I'd be shocked a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be shocked a little bit just because Lamar did come out and request a trade. I feel like I don't know. I just feel like it was no patching and stuff. I feel like the only way this can honestly be patched up is if they give him his bread. If they
That's the
have enough money to give, because they making it seem like they don't have the money, they don't have it to give him. So it's like if they not willing to give him this at least over $200 million guaranteed, because that's what he's asked for. He asked for at least 200 guaranteed, 200. He asked for 200 guaranteed, nigga. So if they not willing to offer that, then he ain't gonna sign.
But
But
he
if they
never
are,
said
then I
he
can
asked.
see him.
He said he
Huh?
never actually asked for that. That was just a rumor. So he said his camp never officially said that. So that was just a rumor that was floating out there. But when it comes to Lamar, though, I actually, so for him to go out to the club with Odell after he signs with the Ravens, I feel like that shows a lot. And then he was he was rocking his Baltimore chain. We both seen that. And I think he rocked into the club too. So I'm pretty sure he's signing with Baltimore, bro. He's letting that be known that he's about to get paid. That's probably gonna come out in the next 2 to 3 days, maybe even tomorrow. We're gonna hear, oh, Lamar Jackson signs a 190 mil deal for like
Breaking
150,
news.
160 guaranteed or something. 30 mil in incentives. And then with Odell
I'm trying
Beckham,
to.
I can't believe they even gave Odell $15 million off the ACL, off the second ACL when he didn't play. So that's a big gamble they're taking on Odell, and I can't see him being a number one wide receiver coming in. He hasn't played in
Hey,
whatever
that's
how long, and I'm thinking Odell's getting like, you honestly only can ask for like 6 to 800 yards from him, and maybe 5 touchdowns.
Bro, that's the
That's
only way I can see them passing that up too, though. Is if the Ravens basically try to use that excuse like, "Well, we was just trying to save a little money to get Odell, and then we were gonna give you the rest or whatever." But
man, you could sign Odell for like 12, well, probably like 12 mil would even got him,
yeah,
but
like 12 or 10.
I think they had to throw that on top because if he was like, oh yeah, maybe 12 mil to go play with Lamar, or I could get like 11 to go play with, or 10 to go play with Aaron Rodgers, I'll take that probably. I'll probably take that 10.5, 11 mil. It's only what, a mil less, and I'm going to play with Aaron Rodgers. I'm in New York getting all these endorsement deals and all this. But I feel like he would have got a lot more money being in New York if he balled out. Just because New York
For
is the big
sure.
apple. He's been there before. It's his return to New York, Odell's return. Return to the Big
Return.
East, whatever. That would have been filthy that would have been nice for the NFL. I feel like a lot of
That'd be
people
a
wanted
cool look.
that.
That'd have been a cool little headline for New York sports too. Odell return.
So do you feel like Aaron Rodgers not officially being with the New York Jets slowed that down? Slowed the stop.
Mm,
So do you feel like Aaron Rodgers not being with the New York do you feel like Aaron Rodgers not signing with the New York Jets yet slowed down the possibility of them signing Odell Beckham Jr.?
nah. I just feel like I was gonna say earlier. I feel like that bag. I feel like the New York Jets don't really have the money to really give. They don't have. They have money to give Odell, but not. I don't think they have 15 million guaranteed to give him.
Oh no, they're
I
not
feel
doing
like because
that. They did, but they
yeah,
wouldn't.
yeah, I feel like the New York Jets, they still got to sign Aaron. They still got to sign a few more players that Aaron is requesting. and they just gave Alan Lazard a bag.
Right.
They gave him like a 4-year deal, and they signed McCole Hardman. And they just signed. And they still got to sign Quentin Williams to a big extension.
And they just signed his brother already, right? You said.
Yeah, they signed his brother, but they're gonna sign Quentin to an even fatter deal.
Right. He's earned it. And at first, the first season, a lot of people they wasn't really believing in him. They was there, but they wasn't there. And now he's established himself. You got a D-line coach. Robert Saleh ignites the defensive line, ignites the defense. Kawan Alexander, ex-49er. I know he brings the hype to the team because he used to be with the Hot Boys with Fred Warner. So it brings the dog out. Then when your brother balling with you on the same defense, like how could you not? How could you not want to ball out? How could you not? So, and then we're looking at the Ravens squad right here. So the Ravens.
I still think they got Mosley.
So with the Ravens, what did this squad do? So you got Lamar Jackson, J.K. Dobbins, Odell Beckham Jr., Rashad Bateman, and Mark Andrews. What does that do? Does that championship squad? Does that make the Ravens championship contenders? I still feel like they need some more pieces. They need to call DeAndre Hopkins.
I think they just need a little more. I think they just need a little more pieces on defense.
But you feel like that offense right there is enough to win you a championship?
Honestly, shit, you never know, bro. Like you don't know. Like Rashad Bateman is a first-round receiver, so he can come out. He can. But I'm saying, I know, but I'm saying Rashad Bateman can come out and be that guy though, so he can be enough. If Rashad Bateman come out and have a year, he turn into that guy.
So this is what I'm asking you though. So as you say that, it's a lot of ifs up in there. If this, if that, I know. But in your opinion, do you feel like that offense right there would be able to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills, Philadelphia Eagles, San Francisco 49ers, and the Bengals? You feel like
I feel like they could.
That offense is able
I feel like they could, depend on what their O-line looking like too, though.
So you think?
I feel like, yeah, with those weapons, I feel like they can. Yeah.
I don't think that's enough. You're gonna be going against a high-powered offense like the Eagles, top crazy defense like the Eagles, crazy offense like the Niners, crazy defense like the Niners, explosive offense like the Chiefs. I don't think that's enough to keep going point for point with them, especially when Lamar has to run the ball. That offense still looks like that's gonna be Lamar running the ball a lot, and that's fine because that's their offense. But you still need a little bit more explosive weapons to launch that bitch downfield. Looking at it again.
Maybe they get somebody. Maybe they'll try to grab a receiver in the draft that we ain't really thinking about.
That's what I'm saying. That's gonna have to happen, or they're gonna have to call DeAndre.
They might go and get like a Jordan Addison from SC or somewhere.
Would you rather go for DeAndre Hopkins, or would you rather go for a younger dude that's explosive with crazy speed downfield?
No, for sure. I would definitely want to go with D-Hop.
You go D-Hop over a younger, speedier wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I like that too, but I feel like
because you got Odell.
You feel like
you got Odell with speed, and Rashad Bateman got speed. He ran a 4.3 at the combine. So,
but would you say Rashad Bateman's over the top wide receiver, or do you feel like he just has speed? And, okay,
he's good. He's nice.
So would you say Odell is over the top wide receiver?
Yes.
Even off, so you think he's still going to be over the top though, even after the second ACL?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of. I don't know if he's still gonna have that over the breaking speed. 2 ACLs on 2 different legs, but only time will tell. I'm not down on Odell, but I think he's gonna lose.
When you a dog, dogs just never leave your body.
Right.
Like Odell really was like a once in a life, like once. I can't even say it. A generational talent.
Ocho Cinco, he still got that dog in him, but his body can't do it no more. I'm not saying he don't got that dog in him. I'm just saying, the body just can't always hold up with the mind, with the mind. Especially when Odell hasn't played in the season. It's just a lot to ask for him to go out. But he took on that challenge, so I think he believes in himself. So by him taking it on, I don't think Odell's ever made himself look silly. He always proved the doubters wrong, so I don't think it's gonna change right now.
I feel like it'd help if they went out and got like another tight end.
They already got what's his name? Likely.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. They Gucci, nigga. Why you
Likely's
didn't
on.
mention Likely as a weapon? Well,
You know
Likely
what?
about to be top
He
5 this
wasn't.
year, boy.
I'm not gonna unless he takes Mark Andrews'
I
spot, which
am.
I think he can.
I
He can
am.
take Mark Andrews' spot.
Nigga, Likely, nice. I've been fucking with Likely since Coastal Carolina. He's nice.
Honestly, why not
Nice.
trade?
I said
Why
it.
not?
I said it here first. He's top 5.
I
Well, he's gonna
know.
be top 5.
Hey, I agree with you, bro. He my favorite young tight end right now in the league. I even like him more than I like Kyle Pitts. But to
Oh wow.
me, like at least in the long term, if he could really get to a squad. But Kyle Pitts is a small. I don't know how long he gonna be able to stay up. He has to get better on blocking. He has to get a little bit bigger. He's doing it though. He's making the steps. But with Likely, I think they should trade. They should trade Mark
Gators.
Andrews. They should trade Mark Andrews. Make Likely start. You could probably get some pieces back from Mark Andrews. You might even be able to trade that for DeAndre Hopkins.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe a couple picks. Arizona's going to get a couple picks when they trade that third round because they're not going to stay with that. I don't think because someone's going to get a quarterback, so they'll probably get like 2 picks in the early first round. They could draft somebody, and they could trade for Mark Andrews, and they could get DeAndre Hopkins.
Bro, I hope when you go back to school, I hope you go to school to be an NFL GM.
Wow, that was a good one.
No, well, yeah, hell yeah. But I'm just saying too, like I hope you do, because bro, I'm telling you, I feel like we would make teams way better than with these team what a lot of these GMs be doing. They be doing some dumb shit.
I feel like that was yeah.
Like for example, like the Raiders. Why would you sign Jimmy G? Why?
Why? When you have Devontae
Why?
Adams in this, like you act like you have like a whole full pint of Devontae Adams left. Like he's towards the end of it. You know, he's running out. The juices is running out. Time's running out. He got 2 to 3 seasons. He can really have more than that, but realistically, you got to think about it. He only can have 2. I'm not saying he can't ball like Jerry Rice did till he was like 42, but you got to think realistically.
Well, I can't even say why, because I mean, you know, his coordinator was up there, but man, fuck Jimmy G. What's going on?
He said, "Fuck Jimmy G."
Oh yeah, but no, yeah, I'm happy for Odell. Though. I'm happy Odell. You know, they was basically, you know, it was rumors saying like he was only worth like 4 million or 5 million. Remember you saying that too? Like we were saying like Odell's not worth, you know, such. But I mean, I still don't really, you know, I'm not, you know, I wouldn't pay him 15 million. I'll probably pay him like 10, maybe 8. But you know, hey, they trust him. They believe in him. That's good. They believe in him now. That's, you know, if Odell do have a year and like the old Odell, you feel me? He gonna. I feel like shit, if he might retire a Raven if he do really do well, because I feel like for a team to believe in you, for somebody to believe in, that should go a long way.
So last thing on the Ravens, is that enough weapons to say Lamar Jackson, no more excuses? You have no more excuses. You have enough offensive weapons.
No. No, I agree with you though. I feel like they do need another piece. They got Isaiah Likely, but maybe they need one more. So.
Hey, I need to
maybe another running back, like an explosive running back or something. Like somebody, not McCaffrey, but somebody like a McCaffrey.
We're gonna have to clip this. Hold on. This is gonna be a clip right here. So we gotta run that back. And I need you to give me a real take on this little picture right here, on this squad. You ready? Because I'm gonna clip this motherfucker. All right, so this squad right here, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has J.K. Dobbins, Odell Beckham Jr., Rashad Bateman, Mark Andrews. Is this squad right here enough for Lamar Jackson not to no longer have any excuses on offense?
And throw Isaiah Likely in there.
And
tight end number 2. But I still feel like they need one more piece. I still think they need at least one more piece, like maybe like a big time running back, like somebody. Not saying they need they need McCaffrey specifically, but they need somebody like a McCaffrey. If they went out and got somebody like, I don't know, some type of running back, like, you know, somebody explosive that can, you know, help out Lamar Jackson and can take the load off of him, you know. Hopefully they can draft the running back shit. Maybe they can go get somebody like that. Maybe a Jahmyr Gibbs. You feel me? So I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. So we got to talk about the NBA though. We got to talk about the Mavericks. And they just got eliminated a couple days ago out of the play-in, out of the NBA playoffs, even though they just made that trade for Kyrie, letting go Brunson in the offseason, not wanting to pay him, and then they ended up paying Kyrie Irving even more money, and that didn't even work out because now you look at the New York Knicks, Brunson's going crazy, New York Knicks is going crazy. Brunson's dad is having a ball, his son is over here balling for the New York Knicks, and then you look at the Mavericks, they gave up all them pieces, they can't play defense, Luka can't play defense, Kyrie Irving can't play defense, and they're losing game after game, and now it's looking like they're not even sure if Kyrie Irving is going to stay or not. They think he's going to stay, but they're not sure if he's going to stay. We seen Jason Kidd earlier absolutely throw GMs under the bus, basically saying that this whole tanking thing is not his idea. It's all Mark Cuban. He had no say into this, and he felt, and none of this blame basically should be on him. Luka's frustrated. Kyrie, I don't know if he's frustrated. Kyrie's just happy to be on Earth. I feel him, brother. But Luka's competitive. So I'm wondering what the Mavericks are thinking, what they're gonna do. But the NBA is, they're discussing right now. So they're basically investigating the Mavericks, and basically, according to ESPN and Tim Bontemps, the NBA is looking into the Mavericks because Dallas embarrassed the league and made a mockery of the play-in tournament. By saying that, he's basically saying the whole reason they put this play-in tournament is so teams will stop tanking, so teams will keep pushing and trying to make that spot into the playoffs. So that's why they dropped it all the way down to the 10th spot. But the Dallas Mavericks literally sat Kyrie Irving. They sat Luka Doncic. They let him play one quarter of basketball. Who else did they sit? Who else they sit in that Mavericks game?
Tim Hardaway. They sat Christian Wood. They sat Kleber. They basically have their whole starting five, or the players that actually have veteran leader. That matter and have veteran leadership. So
yeah, and
I was just processing all this shit. Like I didn't really know too much about this investigation. I swear. And I honestly didn't know that they because the game low-key was close with the Bulls game, so that's why I was like kind of shocked that that they didn't that they didn't play. Cause I thought they did play, to be honest. So when I seen that the minutes, I'm like, oh shit, they didn't play.
Right, but the game was going down to the wire. It was literally neck to neck, and then you play Luka for one quarter. And then you take him to the sideline. Luka's literally
right. So just imagine if Luka did play, they would have smacked the Bulls probably. Or imagine Kyrie did play, they would have smacked the Bulls.
Luka's watching his team literally compete and fight and trying to make a spot in the play-in still, because they still want to play. Even though the GMs don't want them to win, those players still want to win. And Luka's not even given opportunity. He's forced to just sit and watch his team lose the game. They get the ball with like 3 seconds left on the clock. They force up a three and they miss it. Game over. Luka Doncic was thinking damn, I could have had that ball. I could have had that opportunity. But our Cuban and the boys took the ball out of his hands, and they're trying to basically go for the draft pick. Nothing wrong with that, but it is something wrong with that because you just got Luka Doncic, you just got Kyrie. We want to see them in the play-in. We want to see them in the playoffs. Amen. But they're doing it because they want to get that draft pick. Because I heard Sham say earlier, I guess with the trade between Porzingis, if they get, I want to say that it's only protected if it's in the top 10. So if it's not protected, or if they would have won that game, they would have went even lower in the draft or higher in the draft, and they wouldn't end up losing their pick because of that Porzingis trade. So by them falling and losing that game, they stayed under, and now they're basically gonna have a top 10 pick. 14% chance of getting the first pick in the draft, and that would be Wambe, right? Wambe, that boy, the light-skinned, tall-ass, skinny dude, and that would be filthy if they got the first pick. You give him with Luka, Kyrie Irving. Oh, well, yeah, I don't see it happening, but either way, they're gonna have a good pick. But they said the number one priority, though, Lamar. You heard it, right? Kyrie Irving.
Yeah. Oh, they said that his number one priority?
He has to be. They just made all that trade. You can't if he leaves. They lost all them pieces, all them draft picks. Kyrie Irving.
You think he's gonna be willing to stay though? Do you think he like Mark Cuban? Do you think do you think he has something about? Do you think he was kind of mad about having to sit? Do you think that has a factor in him staying?
Do you think Kyrie don't get mad over a loss? You think he Kyrie cares about losing? But remember, he don't really get too mad over a loss. He's just happy to be there. So I don't know how mad he honestly
Yeah.
was. You know, he probably was like, I feel like he already has his mindset on where if he wants to leave or go or not. I feel like Kyrie, even before they acquired him, he might still have his mindset on like, no, I'm gone. I'm leaving LA or I'm leaving wherever he wants to go. Like he appreciates them taking a chance on him. You know, they tried to see if it worked, but nobody told you to trade all them fucking draft picks from me. I said I wanted to go to the Lakers. You not the Lakers. Why would you make the trade?
Lakers is taking too damn long. Shit.
So, how do you feel like that's gonna fall out? You feel like Kyrie's gonna stay?
Shit, the real question is, I think he might stay. Like you said, you kind of put it a good way. Shit, maybe Kyrie don't really tripping on all that type of stuff. As long as he, get his bread, which Mark Cuban got a lot of damn money. But damn, you gotta think he might have a new coach then. Shit, you can see Jason Kidd throwing him under the bus.
Right.
They might. And he came out and basically said like this tanking thing is not my idea. So he basically dry snitching. You think about it.
And he wasn't mad. Kyrie Irving, he wasn't mad like when the Dallas Mavericks have been losing these games. You know, he just says like we got to get better, but he's not getting mad, and that shows me like maybe he really doesn't care because he got traded mid-season. He probably like I'm just here to help this squad win, but I'm not fully dedicated to this squad because I really didn't even want to be here. But I'm gonna really help. I'm gonna help him try to win. But if I lose, I lose. I'm leaving after this year.
Yeah, or maybe like you say, he might stay, and they might build around Luka and Kyrie and really make a squad.
That's what they want to do.
Like they got pieces to trade. They got draft picks, so that's what I'm saying. They might. I don't know. Maybe we might look at Mark Cuban like an asshole right now, but maybe this might really turn out to be a good thing for like them within the next couple of years. Because if you think about it, you can give Luka and you could pay Kyrie and Luka, give them like their little 3 or 4 year deals. And then just build around them like with whatever draft pick you're gonna get. He for sure gonna be in a rookie contract. You can go out and trade for young players. You feel me? So
right.
So all you really need is Luka. All you really need is Luka and Kyrie and like a nice little center. You Gucci. Kyrie gonna give you 40. Luka gonna give you 50 on some crazy shit.
And that's what Shams is basically saying. They're looking for a defender. That's what they need. They're looking for a guy that can insert his defensive presence, play pretty much all 5 positions, all 4 positions. And be just a defensive leader because Luka's a leader, but Luka he gets a little whiny at times. You know what I mean? He sometimes he starts to lose his composure and he loses the team. When he loses his composure, the whole team loses his composure. Nigga, if the ship is going underboard, nigga, and the captain is panicking, nigga, I'm panicking. Hell no, it's not happening. So that's why they're looking for a defensive leader, and I hope that they find that. And a guy that can match up. Maybe Anthony Edwards. I don't know who's coming, but somebody got to help that.
No, but like even somebody like Bobby Portis, I feel like that could be a cool little player to add to that squad. You know about Bobby Portis?
Yeah, he's solid. From
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
the Bucks,
Milwaukee. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He a solid little scorer. He can defend. He a dog. He talks shit. I feel like he'd go good in Dallas with Luka and Kyrie. That'd be cool, and he ain't gonna cost that much. He gonna want a bag, but he ain't gonna cost.
Yeah,
he gonna want a bag, but he ain't. Yeah, he gonna want a bag, but he ain't worth no Luka bread.
No. But he worth.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta sign.
He might be worth like 40 to 50 though. 35.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a.
Yeah, but they got that. That's decent. Yeah. I done seen niggas get paid.
It depends how that. Niggas. But remember, they gotta pay Kyrie and Luka some fucking super max. So it's not like they gotta kind of break.
Yeah, you gotta get them. You gotta get them at least like 150 mil or 200.
That's why they really need to get a good guy in the draft. Like if they gonna get somebody like Bobby, they better make sure they draft somebody that could play for cheap for a couple of years.
Or they better try to really go. I mean, obviously this is what they do. That's why they fucking do this shit year round. It's their job. But I'm pretty sure they got scouts that been scouting all year long. That's been out already trying to look at dogs that didn't play in the Final Four or that play, in the tournament and throughout the year. So they probably already been doing their scouting and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure there's some dogs out there. And guys in the G League that didn't go to college that's coming in. You feel me? So they got some dudes to sign.
Definitely.
We just don't really know about them yet.
I agree with that. We just like in the NFL, we don't know a lot of these guys that are in the draft right now. Like we know them, like the main guys. We know a lot of guys that are kind of sleeper. Some of the sleeper in high schools, but there's a lot of guys that are in like these Division 3, Division 2 schools that we don't even fucking know about, and they're gonna break through in the NFL. They're gonna find an opportunity. They're gonna be a diamond in the rough. And you're gonna be like, damn, man, I heard that dude at like a high school all-star game one of them years, or like a college all-star or whatever.
Ooh.
And now they
Hey, my
hitting.
bad. No, yeah, I was thinking about that. I think you mentioned it earlier. Do you think they would make like they'd be a good playoff team, or like they'd go a long way if Draymond came over to Dallas?
We didn't talk
'Cause
about that, but I feel like that would be a great presence to have on the squad.
on
I
me,
think that would
Draymond
be.
with Luca.
And Kyrie, and it looks like this could possibly be Draymond's last year. Fuck going to LA. I could see that just be. I could be like, yeah, everyone thought he was going to LA, and then skirt nigga hit a quick right turn and went to fucking Dallas, Texas.
Oh, Kyrie.
Nah, Draymond.
Oh, they think Draymond going to LA? I didn't hear about that.
That was a rumor, but he was going to LA. Yeah, to go play with Bron. That was like that happened a couple times. But Klay Thompson's also been rumored out there. But Draymond was like real deal.
Oh yeah, it's because his dad. It's because his daddy worked for the Lakers.
Draymond real deal. Like Draymond said, like he'll be cool going to the Lakers. Like if the Warriors thing breaks down, because he said, he understands the business. They've been winning so long, but he has to go. It's a new face right now. It's Jordan Poole, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson, he looked like he was getting himself pushed out a little bit too, but now he's starting to get hot. So it's the trio, the Splash Brothers. They really going crazy. I'm glad to see Klay Thompson's looking good. He's starting to get his legs back. Everything's starting to mix and match. Because I don't like the fact that Dylan Brooks feel like he can talk shit to Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson was really him. I know that injury slowed him down, but if pre Klay injury, man, Dylan, you would get scorched on. You would get a 40 dropped on your head.
Pre-Klay.
Pre-injury Klay. So lastly, let's talk about the play-in tomorrow. So you got a couple teams. You got the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Timberwolves. You're gonna have the Bulls versus the Raptors on Wednesday. Thunder versus the Pelicans on Wednesday. That's gonna be a good game. But Zion's not playing. Zion's not coming back. Rudy Gobert's not gonna be able to play for the Timberwolves tomorrow. With the Hawks, I think everyone's playing. And with the Heat, I want to say everyone's playing. So who's your winner for the Timberwolves versus the Lakers?
I got Lakers, especially since Rudy Gobert not playing. Honestly, like it's gonna be a good game though. It's gonna be a very good game, and I mean, shit, the Lakers could lose, but I don't think they will. Just for the simple fact too, like everybody gonna play for the Lakers, and Rudy Gobert is not playing, and he's that defensive presence. So I feel like they're gonna have a. I don't say it's gonna be easy, but I feel like it's gonna be more of a easier time scoring in the paint without Rudy Gobert having to guard up.
So that's what I actually thought so too. I felt like if Minnesota had a full healthy team, they would have actually been able to run with the Lakers and give them probably even beat them. But now you got no Rudy Gobert. You got we didn't even talk about what's his name from the Timberwolves. He broke his hand punching the wall.
Jaden McDaniels.
Jaden McDaniels, that's another player that's not going to be there. So honestly, the Lakers should be able to win this pretty fairly easy, but it's an NBA game. It's a good team. And for some reason, when Anthony Davis has guards or he has like a no-name center against him, he feels like he can't ball out. I don't know what it is. He probably would have had a better game against Rudy Gobert than he's going to have without Rudy Gobert. It's weird. I don't know why he doesn't attack the paint, even though he doesn't have a center that matches his physicality or his greatness in the paint. So I don't understand that, but I'm thinking.
My bad. I was saying the Timberwolves is missing Naz Reid. Naz Reid is pretty good.
So yeah, they're real underhand. You're playing a guy with a hand tied behind his back trying to play basketball against the whole squad. Right. So with this, but I'm gonna take the Lakers tomorrow. Next, you're gonna have the Bulls versus the Raptors. I'm gonna take honestly, I'm taking the Bulls that game.
Bulls versus Raptors. I got the Bulls too. Bulls been balling, especially when they was playing against the Lakers. I was like, damn. So if they play the same way they played against the Lakers, they play that way against the Raptors. I feel like they can do it.
Yeah, honestly, I think that. Yeah, honestly,
and they got superstars.
The Bulls should be able to handle that. Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan. I feel like DeMar DeRozan's hungry. I don't think they're championship contenders, but I feel like DeMar DeRozan completely believes that they can win a championship, and he's hungry to get it. So he's gonna get the Bulls everything he got, and I don't think he's going home. I don't think he's going home and playing tournament. Can't see it. I can't see it. He got too much of the Kobe mentality up in him. So then you're gonna have Thunder, Shai Alexander, and them boys. against the Pelicans with no Zion Williamson, but you got Brandon Ingram on the other side. That's gonna be a good game. That's a tough one because I love
That's gonna be a
OKC,
good game.
but honestly, give me a. I'm taking the Pelicans. I fuck Brandon Ingram is one of my favorite players in the league. I know I was about to say Brandon Ayuk, but Brandon Ingram is one of my favorite players in the league. I love the Pelicans. I don't know if what's his name, point guard, still Corazon. Nah, what's the one? We still in the ball all the time for the Pelicans.
Oh, Alvarado.
Alvarado. I don't know why I was saying but Jose Alvarado, dog. I don't know if is he gonna be back though? I know he was hurt.
I hope so. I know. Yeah, I hope he's back. I know. Yeah, he was hurt. I remember he was sitting with Zion ass, but yeah, hopefully he's back.
So if he's back, I'm taking
because he brings that intensity.
Brings that dog. He from New York.
Yeah, he's that dog, bro.
He hustles. He's like, you know how Austin Reeves is hard over talent. That's how it is. He's dropping buckets. He's dropping you 20 a game, 15, 14 a game, 3 steals, 4 steals a game, 3 rebounds, 2 rebounds. Tiny dude.
He's gonna be one of the best playoffs yet, just because I feel like this, even in both conferences, whether it's I'm about to say AFC, whether it's the East, yeah, not gonna yeah, for sure, for real. Because I be hating that shit when it's like game 4, game 5, somebody get hurt. You like, man, what the fuck? But anyway, I'm not gonna. But this is one of the best NBA playoffs. I definitely going to say, because like it's wide open. Like you can't, in the past years, like, oh yeah, like the team that LeBron was on, you like, oh yeah, Cleveland going all the way or Miami going all the way. This you really don't know, bro. Like you don't know if the Lakers gonna go all the way. They really might not. I mean, they most likely aren't gonna go all the way. The Warriors, you don't really know if they're gonna go all the way. And the Eastern Conference, you really don't know.
I really don't see the Lakers going all the way though.
I don't either.
Yeah, nah, I can't. Anthony Davis is not him right now. If he was him right now, I would think, LeBron's struggling, but
I'd be shocked.
LeBron's able to still get hot out of nowhere and just drop 30.
Mm-hmm.
But Anthony Davis is like, yeah, he could get hot, but nah, bro. Like, you're a big man. I need that every fucking time. You're a big man for the Los Angeles Lakers. You Shaq, Kareem, fucking Paul Gasol, fucking Andrew Bynum, dogs. Bro, they had dogs. Like you gotta match the intensity. It's playoffs, and I don't want to hear, oh, it's the playoffs now. Anthony Davis gonna come, doing this, and doing that. Nigga, the playoffs started for the Lakers 2 months ago, a month ago, when they was fighting to get to 500, when they was fighting to get to just to make into the 10th, 8th, 7th seed. So I don't.
They really fought. They fought.
Yeah. You feel me? So I don't want to. Anthony Davis did have a good little span, but I don't want to hear that. Oh, he's about to turn it on. He's going, nah, bro. What he is what he is right now, and that's what it is. That's just what is what it is. You feel me? It is what it is.
Yeah.
But we're gonna end it right here. What you want? What's the question of the day, man? Is Lamar Jackson getting paid? Is what is it?
What is the question of the day? I would say, yeah, that's a good one, actually. Do you think Lamar Jackson is still going to be signing with the Ravens? Or do you think, maybe he's just cool with Odell and just happy for him, And I mean, do you think Lamar Jackson's still about to go somewhere else?
Y'all heard right there. Do y'all feel like Lamar Jackson's going somewhere else, or do y'all feel like Odell and Lamar Jackson is here to stay in Baltimore, and they just, that's the new duo, the new tantrum, or the new trio? Actually, you got to throw Mark Andrews up in there. So, and do y'all feel like Odell is going to be him again? Do y'all feel like he's still the same player that he's been before the ACL? 2 back-to-back ACLs, you got to remember. Let it be known. We gone.
Let it be known. Let it be known if his name going to be Himothy. We gone.
We gone. Right.
RP Take.